Okay, so this is week one and the first lesson of the nutrition talk. Okay, so we're going to go through the nutrition basics. Okay, above my head here is the nutrition pyramid. Okay, from the base going up, it leads in importance. So at the bottom there, we have adherence. Okay, adherence means how, if we can stick to the diet. Okay, if we can adhere to the diet, then we're going to be successful. Okay, it means that the diet's doable. Okay, there's no point in doing a diet that you're only going to be able to last a week on, because nothing's going to really change in a week. Okay, so it's important that we're not too stringent with the diet, and the diet's not too sloppy as well. Okay, because we need to see results for us to be able to stick to it, but we also need to live in the real world and be able to have a little bit. Okay, so going on to the next bit is calories. Okay, calories are the next important part. Okay, whether you're looking to gain weight or lose weight, okay, calories will denote what happens there. Okay, going up from there is the macronutrients. That's the proteins, carbs, and fats, of which we'll go into a lot more detail in a later video. But the carbs, the proteins, and the fats will denote how you look when you diet. Okay, and how you feel. Okay, so for example, if we eat more protein, okay, we're going to maintain some more of our muscle mass. So when we diet down, we're going to look a lot more in shape than if we didn't have as much protein in our diet. Also, if we don't have enough carbs, then we're not going to have as much energy. So we're going to feel sluggish and tired. So we need to make sure that's in place too. Okay, going up from there, we've got micronutrients, which are your vitamins and minerals. Along that should be fibre as well. Okay, they're what we need for general health and well-being. Okay, so they're important, but in the aspects that we're looking at, okay, they're not as important as adherence, calories, and macronutrients. Okay, above that we've got meal timing. Meal timing is less important again, but it can be advantageous to have a play with your meal timing. Okay, because if you're having too many meals, okay, you're going to be hungry, because as long as we're sticking into our calories, we're only going to be able to have small meals if we have too many meals. On the flip side, if we're having too few meals, we're going to have too long in between the meals, so we're going to be getting hungry. Okay, and then top of the tree there, the least important, okay, which is probably what most people go to when they begin a diet, is supplements. Okay, supplements are what the word says. They're there to supplement your diet. Okay, and while some supplements are good and will help you, if we haven't got all those stuff underneath in order first, they're not going to do an awful lot for you. Okay, and you'll just be wasting your money. Okay, so from the bottom to the top, adherence, we need. It's going to help us get some results. Okay, because if we don't stick to it, we're not going to get anywhere. Okay, calories. Okay, they're the most important when it comes to dieting, because nothing's going to change if you overeat or you undereat. Okay, macronutrients. Okay, they're going to denote what you look like and how you feel during your diet. Okay, micronutrients, they're for health and well-being. Meal timing, okay, they're to help you manage hunger, and then supplements are to supplement any shortfalls that you have in your diet. Okay, so here at Elite we have our 3 nutrition basic rules. Okay, these rules are there to make things simple for you. They're easy to action, and if you consistently do these, then we will guarantee that you will have great success. Whether you're looking to lose weight, tone up, get big, get muscular, get ripped, these nutrition rules will help you get to those goals as long as you stick within the guidelines that we give you. Okay, so number 1. Okay, our number 1 rule is make your meals up of 90% of single ingredient foods. Okay, so single ingredient foods, what we mean by single ingredient foods, we mean not processed. The stuff that doesn't come in packets all the time. Okay, the reasons why we ask you to do this is because single ingredient whole foods are more filling. Our bodies can digest them well, and the foods that we single ingredient foods, them foods transfer and give us much more energy than the processed and the junk food counterparts. Okay, so an example of this would be a steak, sweet potatoes, vegetables, potatoes, all the different meats. Okay, as long as they're unprocessed and they're not the processed meats that come in packages. Okay, Next one would be rule number 2 would be flexible 10% of the time. Okay, so 90% of the time we're going to be in real good quality nutritious foods. Okay, we need that 10% of the time to eat the stuff that we really like to eat. Okay, so if you like a pizza, you like ice cream, donuts, all that junk food, we still need to have it in our diet. Okay, when we go back to our nutrition pyramid that we spoke about earlier, the bottom part of that was adherence, and that was the most important thing. Okay, if we're allowed to have some of the stuff that we like in our diet, it's going to help us stick to that diet so much more than if we were to just be strict and have 100% of all clean nutritious foods. Okay, rule number 3 is track your intake. Okay, I've spoke with clients before and they've been like, I can't be bothered tracking. It's a pain in the bum. I don't have time to track. Okay, and yeah, to a degree, tracking can be a little bit time consuming when you first start. Okay, but alongside that, it's really, really important. Okay, if we're going to know that we're progressing, if we're going to want to guarantee that we're going to get somewhere, then we're going to need to know what's going in. Okay, as we'll go into when we go into the calorie section later, we'll understand the thermodynamics of dieting is calories in versus calories out. And if you're not tracking the foods that you're putting into your body, how are you going to know how are you going to know if you're going to be successful? Okay. There was a quote I read a while back that rings really true when it comes to dieting. Okay, it says in reference to driving, if you don't need to look at the speedometer all the time. Okay, but when you start getting speeding tickets, then it's really important that you do start looking at the speedometer. Okay, that's true in our aspect too. Okay, we're all here for a reason. We're all here because we've got goals that we want to change our body composition in some way. So we're that person that's been getting the speeding tickets. We need to now knuckle down and make sure that we're not speeding, we're not eating too much or too little. Okay, so that's rule number 3: track your intake.